Good afternoon, I'm Kaylin Lopes. Here's what's making news now. Toronto City Council approved its 2018 budget yesterday. Mayor John Tory and Council approved a 2-hour transfer on a TTC as part of the budget. The budget also includes an additional 1,000 shelter beds, and residential property taxes will increase 2.1%. Tory says that he wants to keep the city affordable. A vigil will be held today at the 519 LGBT Community Center for the recent tragedy that impacted the community. Yesterday, the Metropolitan United Church held another vigil in remembrance of the 5 men of the alleged victims in Bruce McArthur's case. Members of the Catholic, Anglican, Lutheran, Muslim, Jewish, Hindu, Sikh, Buddhist, atheist, and many more communities made speeches at the vigil. Reverend Dr. John Joseph Massandreas says the point of the vigil is for members within the community to come together. The Liberal government is reviewing jury selection after the Colton Bushy case. They plan to ensure more Indigenous people are represented on juries. The verdict has led to accusations about Gerald Stanley's defense team that they excluded potential jurors of the Indigenous community. Bushy's family met with the Ministers of Indigenous Services yesterday. They said they have little faith in the criminal justice system and will be focusing on long-term improvements. The family is expecting to see Justin Trudeau today. Now for entertainment with Connor.
Thanks, Caleb. Over $400,000 has been raised for children across the world to attend screenings of the new Marvel movie, Black Panther. The movie, the first of its kind to have a black actor in a leading role, comes to theatres in Toronto this Friday and has been labelled a landmark achievement for cinema and black culture. Danai Gurira feels anticipation for Black Panther has given her a new sense of empowerment. The Walking Dead star said the cast collaborated to build depth to their characters, which includes bringing a complex specificity to the woman in the role. The 2018 Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition has been released this morning with Danielle Harrington as the cover star. She follows in the footsteps of Tyra Banks and Beyoncé, becoming only the 3rd black woman to be on the cover. The 24-year-old was first featured in last year's edition under the rookie title. The lawyer for Harvey Weinstein's former assistant argued in court yesterday that details need to be changed and cut in a lawsuit. The suit claims Barbara Schneeweiss arranged meetings where the disgraced Hollywood producer sexually assaulted a Toronto actress. Schneeweiss was Weinstein's assistant in 2000 when the actress, identified as Jane Doe, alleges she facilitated 2 sexual assaults. Weinstein has denied allegations of non-consensual sex. The Ottawa Blues Fest lineup has been announced. The annual outdoor music festival, which is entering its 24th year, will see the likes of the Foo Fighters, Shawn Mendes and Bryan Adams all head to Ottawa this July. Tickets go on pre-sale Thursday, February 15th. And the Super Bowl MVP is Alright by Matthew McConaughey. The Academy Award-winning actor paid for a full-page ad in the Texan newspaper The Statesman to commemorate fellow Texan Nick Foles after he led the Philadelphia Eagles to a Super Bowl 52 victory. That's all for your entertainment news. Now over to Hayley with esports.
Thanks, Connor. Canada sweeps up another gold. The Canadian curling team won during their mixed doubles gold medal game against Switzerland. Caitlin Laws and John Morris defeated the Swiss pair 10-3. Kim Boutin brought home a bronze for Canada in the women's short track 500-meter race. She originally came in 4th, but was bumped up after Chae Min-jung of South Korea was disqualified for impeding on Ariana Fontaine, who took gold for Italy. And a first ever Olympic luge medal for Canada was won by Alex Goff. She won bronze in women's singles, finishing with only 0.412 seconds. Goff finished 4th twice in Sochi and looked like she was headed for it again, but after Germany's Tatjana Hüfner had a slower final run, Goff's bronze was in the bag. The Humber Hawks badminton team are also searching for gold. Being ranked the number one team in the country, Humber Hawks hope to continue their success in this weekend's OCAA Championships. The event is being held at Mohawk College. Toronto Maple Leafs had a big win last night, beating Tampa Bay Lightning 4-3. With the win, the Leafs are now 6 points back of the Lightning, who are first in the league. William Nylander was first star of the game, followed by Austin Matthews and Nikita Kucherov. Nylander scored 2 goals while Matthews added 3 points. Toronto Raptors face Miami Heat tonight at the Air Canada Centre. The Raptors have the fewest losses at home this season. Their home field advantage could play favor for them tonight. It will be the Raptors' second last game before breaking for All-Star Weekend. The Toronto Blue Jays are set to retire former pitcher Roy Hollanday's number 32 on opening day this year when they host the New York Yankees. The Jays will pay tribute to Hollanday after his sudden death on November 7th when the plane he was flying crashed into the Gulf of Mexico. The first leg of Champions League soccer kicks off today. Swiss team Basel faces tournament favourites Manchester City at St. Jacobs Park. Juventus and Tottenham Hotspurs also go head-to-head in a tightly contested game. The second leg for both games will take place March 7th. And now a look at this week's forecast.
Thanks. Vanessa Trump was escorted to the hospital yesterday after finding white powder in an envelope. The envelope was addressed to her husband, Donald Trump Jr. NYPD spokesperson said that the substance is non-hazardous, but will be taken to the lab for further analysis. The Secret Service posted on Twitter stating that they are investigating the situation, but declined to comment any further. Donald Trump's Jr. family is safe and unharmed. South Africa's ruling African National Congress, or the ANC, asked President Jacob Zuma to resign due to corruption scandals. Zuma agreed to resign but wanted to stay in office, but they rejected his proposal. The ANC wants Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa to succeed. The ANC said they can now move forward to becoming politically stable and recover economically. Rakhmat Akilov pleaded guilty in today's trial of the Stockholm truck attack that killed 5 people in April 2017. Akilov is charged with terror-related murder and attempted murder. He carried out the attack in Stockholm on behalf of the Islamic State, but it is not clear that the terror group had accepted his offer. Filipino President Rodrigo Duterte says during a conference that female communist rebels in the country should be shot in the genitals. The remarks were largely unreported until yesterday due to speaking in his native language, until the official transcript came out. And finally, love will be in the air tomorrow with shops filled up with roses, chocolates, and perfumes. So make sure you get your loved ones something for Valentine's Day. If you're single, don't worry, Netflix will always be there. That's what's making news now. I'm Kaylin Lopes. Thanks for watching. Check out our website, skedline.com. Bye for now.